Hey, what is going on, guys? Inception here, and welcome to another video. Today, the consistency finally starts with the YouTube videos. So today, we're going to be talking about my impressions on the FIFA 18 demo, what I think about the game, what needs improving, what doesn't need improving, how the game feels, how it doesn't feel, how it's supposed to feel like. The game, in my opinion, I think is really, really good. Now, the only thing right now is that we are playing against bots, right? So when you play against bots, it's very hard to distinguish the actual mechanics of the game, right? Because when you're playing against an actual person, the way an actual person will defend is very different to how a bot will defend, right? So there's certain touches and certain mechanics in the game that just don't work against bots because of the way the defenders kind of position themselves. They wait for you to do a skill move and then they attack you. Whereas if you're playing against an actual person, it's either they continue their run, they hold their run like a bot would, which doesn't happen every single time like a bot would, or they, defend really well and guess the position that you're going towards. So in this game, I'm gonna be completely honest, guys. It is honestly my favorite football simulator I've ever played, right? There are a couple of things that are wrong, and we'll be getting into that, but I do want to say right now that it is honestly FIFA 18, the demo. I have to really stress the demo part, because every time I mention the demo, people kind of get into that little mentality that I'm saying the full game. No, the demo is the best football simulator that I've ever played, because the attacking is brilliant and defending is hard, but you have to get used to it. You have to adjust to how new it is. Everything is the players move very differently. You have to kind of figure out your tactics, whether or not you want to be an aggressive defender or whether or not you want to be a conservative defender, right? It's all about practicing the defending. We have to do that again against actual people. The attacking is so much fun. The dribbling is sharp. Those things that I used to complain about so much last year, the left stick dribbling is finally good. For the first year of FIFA, it's good. It's like PES 2017's left stick dribbling, but better, way better. The left stick dribbling is so sharp. They take those extra touches when you need it. I never felt like I was fighting any of my commands. I've played, I would honestly say, today we streamed for like 4 hours and a half. Yesterday we streamed for like 9 hours and a half. Dude, around 14 hours. It could be more, a little bit less maybe, because all that other stuff. 14 hours of the demo. I never did this for FIFA 17, because FIFA 17 I played my first 2 or 3 games, absolutely hated it, right? I didn't like absolutely hate it. It was more of a thing where it was like, it's not FIFA 16, so I'm happy with it. Anything that's not FIFA 16, I'm happy with. But it wasn't like I'm actually happy with this game and how it plays right now. FIFA 17, I'm actually happy with it. Everything is so great. There's a few things that they definitely need to adjust. There's a few things. I think the skill moves are very nice. Dribbling, again, I'm going to keep saying the dribbling, because the dribbling is literally the reason why this game is so beautiful. Passing is phenomenal, very sharp. If you're actually good at passing and breaking someone's defense down, you're going to destroy people. Finishing is not linear to just driven shots anymore. The low driven finesse shot is very effective when you're in front of goal. Driven shots are effective when you put your player at an angle, not straight, but at an angle, or when you're coming down from the sides. The goalies not being that great is great, because if you get inside someone's box and you know how to finish, you will score against them. Last year, it was only driven shots. So it was inconsistent, because there were certain times where you would do a driven shot and your player would not score because the goalie randomly did a leg save, right? But in this game, if you're 1v1 with the keeper, you should score every time if you do the right finish, right? So the finishes that I've missed are because of either really bad player stats. Like there was one time today where I missed with Thiago Alcantara, like a finesse shot with his left foot. First of all, his left foot is 3-star, and then his finishing is 69. So it makes sense as to why his finishing was so poor. But the finishing, it's different. Everything is different now. You can actually finesse. Your players actually turn their body to their strong foot more often for them to finesse to the other side now. Like Robin does that all the time. He doesn't always want to shoot with his right. He does rotate with his left side 80% of the times at least, and it's really, really nice. The things that need to be fixed a little bit. The nets are like PES. You don't know if you scored or if you missed. It doesn't feel natural. In previous games of FIFA, when you scored, you knew that you scored, right? In this game, the way it hits the net, it's kind of like PES. like you don't know that you're actually scoring. Like you have to, it takes you like a second and you're just like, okay, I actually scored, right? Like the finishing is good, but the way that the net reacts, it doesn't feel natural. You don't know if you actually scored or not. So the net definitely needs to be adjusted. Long shots need to be nerfed like crazy, because long shots are beamers. Like they're literally lasers being shot out of their foot. And even from a first time shot, it's like this. So when you take a shot, right, when you're in front of the net, if you're finessing it or you're doing a low driven finesse shot, they look very natural. But when you do a long shot, especially from first time, I don't know, it just comes out of nowhere. It literally arrives to your foot and then slaps off your foot, like going straight. It goes to your player and then slaps off. Like it's like a beam being shot. It doesn't look natural. It's like a zoom. Like the ball literally zooms into the back of the net. It's like you can tell that there's some sort of slider adjustment that needs to be done in it. Oh, the other thing that I think that's really good is you can actually do first time shots now when you're in front of the net. If you do a driven shot or a low driven shot, your players excuse me, your players are actually really good at finishing first time shots now. You could never do first time shots in previous years. You always had to take that touch, always, because they would always miss the net and it was really annoying. But this year you can actually take first time touches now. It's beautiful because sometimes you're through on goal, and then like in previous years of FIFA, and you would have to take the touch. If you did a first time shot, you probably wouldn't have scored. It was super inconsistent. But this year you can actually take them and it's so beautiful. But the long shots need to be nerfed. They're like, I refrain from doing long shots in the demo because I know how overpowered it is. It's literally disgusting. I cannot tell you guys how crossing is, because crossing is very different to kind of test when you're playing against bots. The only way to truly test it is when you play against actual players, right? So against bots, I can't really say much about it right now. But the crossing, you know, it's crossing. Crossing is not really a part of my game. It's really a part of other people's game. I like to make those passing plays to get inside the box and try to score those opportunities. But yeah, so long shots definitely need to be adjusted. It's the only two things that are like kind of annoying, actually. It's just the long shots and the net reaction, but everything else I really like. I can't give my full opinion just yet on the defending. As far as playing with them, they slide just a tiny bit, which sometimes they do it way too much in accordance to the attack. But for the most part, I do like the defending, but defending I can't really say too much about, because you need to play against an actual person to see how they react when they play against you. Because, you know, this is the first 2 days of FIFA 18. This is a demo, right? The only way to truly test how attacking and defending is by playing this game for a solid month and seeing what's overpowered and what's not overpowered, to see if the game actually has a very good balance. But from initial thoughts, I really do like the demo. I think the game is really, really nice. There's very few things that they have to fix, and even if they boost or buff, if they buff the defending AI, even if they buff it, the attacking in this game is so much fun that it wouldn't matter, because I know that they wouldn't touch the left stick dribbling. I know the left stick dribbling they're not going to touch. If they buff defending, I wouldn't be annoyed by it, because the attacking is so brilliant. It's so much fun to attack in this game. I never played a demo this much. Last year, you guys remember, I played the first 3 games, got bored instantly. This year, around 14 hours already played on the demo. So I'm really enjoying myself. My stream is really enjoying the analysis of the games as I'm playing. I've already figured out how the 4-1-2-2 bracket 2, like the narrow, fits my play style a lot more. I don't really like the other formations just yet. We're testing a lot of things on stream to see what I like and what I don't like, but for the most part, I'm having a lot of fun. I just can't give my full opinion because I need to play against actual people online on EA servers, because we know how they are in the previous years. So I need to play on their servers and see how the game actually plays, because I'm going to be completely honest with you guys. This demo right now is my favorite football simulator that I've ever played, and I'm going to keep saying that. It's literally my favorite thing ever. The full game could be different once we play online, but for the most part, the demo is really, really fun. I just wish I could play against actual people, but I just love the left stick dribbling stream. Guys, it's when I stream, you know. The left stick dribbling is so good. I'm gonna say it over and over and over again. The left stick dribbling is so so good. I never felt like I was fighting my own commands. My passes came off, my left stick dribbling, every time I wanted to take that small extra touch, my players did it every single time, and it was so great, man. I was so happy with it, dude. So I really hope that if it's anything to go by, I hope that the online is very similar and they nerf some of those, or nerf and buff some of the things in the demo to make it a literally like a 100% good game, you know. But right now, even if the game released like this, I would just want them to nerf the long shots. The long shots definitely need to be nerfed 100%. But even if they release the game like this, I would be happy. It would be a fun game to play. You can use so many different players. I actually like Higuain. I never liked Higuain in previous years. I genuinely like Higuain. I genuinely like Benzema. Lewandowski and who was the other guy? Lukaku, not a huge fan of, but Higuain and Benzema were really sick. My favorite players so far in the demo are, I would say so we're going to go from back to front. So we're going to use Varane and Boateng as the center backs. Absolute gods. They are so freaking good. Alaba is a god left back. I don't like Marcelo too much. In the middle, Vidal is incredible. Pogba is incredible. Rashford, Martial are amazing. Isco is fun to use. Not ideal on a team if you want to be really full meta, but he's so much fun to use. Bale is absolutely incredible. He doesn't feel clunky at all. He actually feels really nice in the ball. Ronaldo's a god tier player. Robin cutting in and shooting with his left is a peach. Kingsley Coman, one of my favorite players that's like underrated, but he's like an absolute beast. I think that's pretty much it. There's no other players that I like thoroughly enjoyed. The thing about Hazard in Chelsea is that I actually like Willian more than I like Hazard. Bakayoko is going to be a really cheap beast. Conte is going to be really sick. But for the most part, I didn't really like using Chelsea too much. Their game style, does not fit me. Like, I try to use their team. First 20 minutes, I'm like, yeah, I'm just going to leave because it didn't work for me. But for the most part, guys, I love the demo. Plays really nicely. I'm very impressed with it. There are a few things that need to be adjusted before the game does come out, in my honest opinion. But for the most part, it's a fun game. It's actually a fun game. That left stick dribbling, man, I'm telling you. Being able to do what I want to do, the passing plays, I'm going to show you guys some, like, I'm going to do like a compilation of like all the like really nice passing play goals that I do against the legendary bots. You guys are going to love it, man. But thank you guys so much for watching this video. We're probably going to make a video later on today for the instructions and tactics for the 4-1-2 and 2 based off of demo gameplay, so it could change when the game fully releases, but we will be doing that. But thank you guys so much for watching the video today. Hope you guys did enjoy. If you guys did, please drop a thumbs up on it, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.